Another day, another win. Good work. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
And we might be witnessing history again with MP tonight. He now has a chance to set the record for the most three-pointers in a single season. We know the current record, of course. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Look at Orlando, earning the first-place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And checking out Miami, they have a lot of ground to make up. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Rozier's out there with Mitchell. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, home in the paint. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Mitchell against Suggs. Pass to Adebayo. Caldwell Pope against Rozier. Here's Adebayo. Again, Adebayo missing. And it's Orlando's ball. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now...
Carter's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Banchero. And MP subbed in for Caldwell Pope.
Coming onto the floor for your Magic, number 0, Anthony Black.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys. MP, in the last time out against Boston, put on a show. He scored 53 points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Love's checked in for Miami. Here's Wiggins. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game.
And that's a comfortable spot for Wiggins. He has a great feel for that corner three.
On the wing, MP. Guarded by Robinson. The three from MP. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Wiggins finds Robinson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Pass to Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Robinson against MP. From downtown. No good that time.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with a 3 of his own.
MP has been leading the charge for Orlando. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
They've got Anthony Banchero up there with Wagner. Then it's MP, and it's Black in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about heat culture, the Miami franchise, from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction. Connects again from distance.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
You know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season. He is well within striking distance.
Well, Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field, but he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting.
Robinson passes to Rozier, and he jams it with authority.
Man, Rozier getting up. Impressive to see someone his size finish with authority.
And here's MP for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. No good from outside. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did proceed the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Banchero outside. Back to Anthony. Pass to MP. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wagner. Franz Wagner comes in for Black. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Checked in for Banchero. Heat also with a sub. Right. Jovic is checked in. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Mitchell. Here's Robinson. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Proving he's more than just a perimeter threat. Nice job by Robinson inside there.
Adebayo against Wagner. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Adebayo. Outside Robinson. Traps in the tray. Robinson's got 5 now.
Well, this is why you watch the floor at all times. The best shot can appear in the middle of your own.
And so it's Orlando controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even elevate it.
And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Heat.
Poor communication right now.
And that about wraps it up.
And after a very lopsided... Get a change here. MV's checked in. Robinson's checked in for Miami. Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA. And you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hedo Turkoglu is a big part of what we did in Orlando. Yes. Was a most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team that made it to the finals. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Mitchell. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Ware in at the 5. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Magic leading by 22. Over to the left wing. That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 3 assists tonight. Here's Mitchell. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has, and again for three.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And he didn't come all this way just to tie the record. I can promise you that 403 is the goal.
From past the arc, they get the rebound. The shot's good from Bitadze.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Anthony Black's checked in for Franz Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Magic have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively.
Well, that's where Anthony is at his best, when he's getting downhill and attacking the basket.
Robinson passes to Jovic. Back to Robinson. The kick out to Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his third assist on the night.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And here's MP for three. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for Miami. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Magic shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And here's MP for three. Good! Another from three.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That three moving him into history.
You can feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the three and now stands alone at the top of the list.
And I didn't think anyone would touch Curry's record for threes, but here we are. MP has done the unthinkable. What an incredible season.
Right now, let's turn our attention to center court, where MP is ready to address the crowd.
You know, they say records are made to be broken. And this one was tough to get, but I did it. I can't even describe this feeling, you know? You work so hard staying focused day to day, and sometimes these big picture moments, they surprise you. And thank you to the fans for all the love and the support you give. There's still so much that this team wants to accomplish. And when this season is over, I'll be able to sit and reflect on this. But until then, thanks, everyone. And let's just keep going. Thank y'all.
Nicely put by MP. Sounds like family, Greg, really helped MP make this happen.
Yeah, shooting skills like MP's are a team effort. His family helped him develop some of the best mechanics we've ever seen.
Here's Wiggins. He's got 9. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Anderson outside. Pass to Robinson. Dunk by Robinson.
Yeah, Anderson is a funky type of wing. He's a righty who would rather go left, and he's normally thinking pass first.
Carter outside. Anthony finds MP. This one for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Magic running away with it. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And we're back. Last quarter, the record for most three-pointers in a single season was surpassed. It was absolutely incredible.
It really is. Even if we knew he was going to get there at some point, it doesn't make it any less unreal. No matter what happens in the future, this will always be one of the greatest seasons for a shooter in NBA history.
Miami's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. We've got Mo Wagner. Harris is out there with MP. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Black in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. And Wagner has it in the corner. Harris outside. The three from MP. And again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
To the middle. Here's Robinson. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, when Robinson's having a game like this, it's tough to slow his roll.
The three from MP. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And Miami shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Anderson passes to Highsmith.
I got yours.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Rebound by the Magic. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Black dishes to Carter. Kicks it out to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Tries a 3. It's rebounded by Jovic. You know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Another thing they've done well tonight is convert at the free throw line. May seem like a little thing, but boy, it can pay big dividends.
Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Heat. Mitchell sets the screen for Rozier. No good on the triple. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Shoots the 3, and that's good. MP for 3. MP's got 42 in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Adebayo passes to Rozier. Here's Highsmith. He's covered by Isaac. And Mitchell gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Isaac outside. Pass to Houston. MP outside. Shot clock at 5. Here's Isaac. Shot on the wing, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Outside Rozier. Back to Mitchell. Lots of room. Rebounded by Isaac.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Wagner kicks to Isaac. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. And it's Anthony Black in for Howard. Mitchell wide open. Orlando grabs the miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Black, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Howard's checked in for Cole Anthony. And here's MP for 3. And Ware pulls it down. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
MP outside. From beyond the arc. It's good from long range. MP's got 48. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Bettina?
Talk about when you first knew this record was within reach.
You know, it wasn't something that I was ever too wrapped up in, but this is our job. You look at the leaderboard and you see you're in first, you start peeking at the record book. Joe.
So what's next? Do you try to break your own record or expand on other parts of your game?
Maybe we should ask the fans, Joe. You know, give them their money's worth, put a ballot on the back of the seat, ask them, what do you want to see MP do next? Triple-double? Quadruple-double? A 5x5? Thanks, Joe.
Yeah. MP, push up here, please. MP.
MP, your jump is so pure, no wonder you're the best.
Basketball didn't pan out, you could have been a PR whiz. Great stuff,
They
MP.
talk the talk,
Great
but
stuff.
you walk the walk.
Yo, MP has more threes than anyone ever. Dude is the best shooter I've ever seen.
about to tear it up.
Yeah, gotcha. Sure. Well, I do have some thoughts on staff.
You said you wanted to win the NBA Cup, then went out there and won it.
Great work, start to finish.
Every question they asked, we answered.
And our rivals, they saw it all. This will give us that edge that I was talking about, y'all.
And now that's our main focus.
All right.
Gearing up for a title run.
Which means we need you at your best. Let's
Great.
talk about goals for the second half. Which one of these stands out to you?
I want to be the MVP.
You looking for those bright lights, huh?
Playing at the MVP level will help us get a title. In order to give the most to the team, I have to ask the most of myself first.
You have the ability. And the way you've been performing this year, you're worthy of the recognition. But that is a reward that is based largely on perception.
Well, it's a tricky thing. I get that.
Luckily, we know how to play the game. You show out against other MVP contenders.
And win games.
And we will do our part to help you get the media on your side.
All right, I'm with it. That sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
Looking good, my guy.
We're shaking, MP.
He in the house. I ain't ready, MP.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. The last options we have to move and move quickly.
Get after it, MP.
And without the time benefit of sizing up the defense each separate time.
It's going in!
Dude.
Good, MP.
Oh, here comes trouble.
At any time that needs to be addressed, please text along with your issue and sequence to 55555. Remember, our guest relations team will respond immediately. Or head to the nearest ticket booth for available tickets. The National Basketball Association.
A confident group coming through the tunnel. The Pistons looking to stay focused and pick up a win at home. From 2K Sports to everyone out there, welcome and happy. And with New Year's Day upon us, Grant, what goes through your mind as a player?
Wow, another new year, new possibilities.
Getting ready for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And MP subbed in for Suggs. So for Orlando right now, they've got Wagner. He's out there with Wagner. Wendell Carter is out there with MP. And it's Black in a 2-guard. Too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Well, if the Pistons are going to turn things around, Brent, it needs to start on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's part of it, B.A. It's not surprising that they've been in the bottom 5 defensively over the past couple years. And that's what happens when you pile up a bunch of young players who want to prove themselves. And by proving themselves, it usually starts on the offensive end. We'll see if these guys being together start to take some pride in stopping their opponents.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nets was just insanity. He scored 45 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him, we'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Here's Schroeder. And the basket is good. Schroeder's got 5.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so MP will bring it up for Orlando. And only a handful of teams in the history of the NBA have done what these guys are doing right now. 20 wins in a row.
So few teams in the history of the NBA have ever put a streak like this together. So it's really impressive. My prediction, the streak continues.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Stewart not shy, getting in there to draw fouls and make the defense smother him. He can take that.
Stewart hits them both.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Anthony outside. From deep, MP drops in the 3. 5 ticks left to play in the first. Fires from way outside. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Detroit. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
You don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
They've got Tim Hardaway. Malik Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Thompson in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. The drive by MP. MP gets it to go through contact.
And MP just forcing his way through the defense there.
Schroeder passes to Beasley, and the shot goes down.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Orlando trailing here. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. For Detroit, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And that one drops for him. Schroeder's got 7.
Whenever Schroeder sees a hole in the defense, he is ferocious in how he exploits it.
MP outside. MP capitalizing in close.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Hardaway. Outside Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. A tight one here in Detroit. Schroeder against MP. Oh, from deep. Again, MP missing. Well, Detroit shooting the rock well at 46%. Hardaway's shot is good.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
MP against Schroeder. Here's MP. The rebound by Detroit.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And a new group. And so it's Detroit going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for tuning in.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement.
And next, a look at some. Appreciate you joining.
MP's checked in for Orlando. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. On the court for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. MP is out there with Suggs, and it's Batadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Now here's Cunningham, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. The 17-footer tries again, and Duren finishes inside. Duren's got 6.
We have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And Batadze gets it to go.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Here's Cunningham with the drive, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
All right, Brent, in an ideal world, if you're team building and you have the ability to build around a type of superstar, what would that look like for you?
Well, BA, the game has changed so much. We see that the most valuable players now, today, are big wings that can handle the physical rigors of both ends of the floor, playing offense and defense, and have the ball in their hands and create advantage every time they touch the ball, whether they're scoring it or making plays for their teammates. But the biggest factor is this guy has to motivate and ingratiate himself to the rest of the team. Those are true high-level championship caliber players.
Doubled by Beasley.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
They get it again. Pass to Holland. And a miss there on the triple. Magic trail by 6. MP scanning the floor. Orlando gets it back. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Schroeder. The rebound by Carter.
They conceded the points to him, and he couldn't take advantage. That miss might stick with him.
And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Pass to Schroeder. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Schroeder's got 9.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
On the wing, MP, covered by Schroeder. The long-range hit from MP.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
The Pistons lead by 5. Schroeder passes to Hardaway. Duran with a screen on Wagner. From deep. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. For Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. MP outside. He puts up a 3. And another 3 for Orlando.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And the call will be against Mo Wagner. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the floor.
12 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Hardaway. And he banks in the layup. He has 7.
And a basket there really helps to stop the bleeding.
MP outside. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. The Pistons on top, up 4. And man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Malik Beasley is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Paul Reed. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now. And the Magic pushing it up now. MP outside. Fires in the triple. MP's got 27 points.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Beasley. The 3. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Now here's MP. To take the lead. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
The Pistons trailing. Outside Schroeder. Up top Reed. Back to Schroeder. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. MP against Hardaway. From deep, MP. The rebound by Beasley. Well, the Pistons shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Hardaway, a good look. Off target with the open look.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Schroeder against MP. Work in the interior, MP.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. On the wing, MP. He's watched by Cunningham. From deep, MP. Holland with a rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Magic have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. MP inside. He's watched by Cunningham. Here's MP, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
Detroit has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Thompson outside. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Cunningham. Uncovered. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. MP outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
Oh, these are the moments MP wants, proving he's capable of handling the pressure.
Here's Holland. Back to Cunningham. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
You gotta love what Cade Cunningham, as a young star, is bringing to this game.
Orlando has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. From deep, MP connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Fires top of the key. Orlando with the rebound. Ben Carroll's got 8 rebounds in the game. Suggs outside. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Orlando.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's MP. Thompson pulls it in.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Pass to Cunningham. Launches a 3. Money! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3!
And Cade Cunningham stepping up in a big moment for this squad.
From deep, MP. And MP answers for the 3.
Yeah, there are some big-time points from this young man. MP proving that he's the guy when it's on the line.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Magic with possession. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
36 seconds left in the fourth. There's Cunningham with a 3. He can't get it to go. MP against Cunningham. From deep, MP. And again for 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Duren with a screen on Wagner. Here's Cunningham. That one's off. Still out of sync. From deep, MP. He buries it from 3. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.